Dummy.
Uh, it'd be great if the ending songs just started playing. Alright, time to come the grand line.
Hey guys, let's go back to the business as usual.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone Face Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Arcloid, and we are actually here for the first uh, One Piece movie. We actually are not in the correct order of things. We were apparently supposed to have watched this movie after episode 18 of the show. So, uh, I told Arclight here he didn't have to do a recap, but since he's not full of shit right now, how about you go ahead and tell us what happened after episode 18?
Episode 18, you say?
Yes, and you better not be buying time to look shit up, 'cause I think you should remember what happened in episode 18.
Well, I know we're on episode 31 now, but asking me to remember episodes by the number is a very heinous thing to do with somebody with my problems, my man.
Yes, well, I am a very heinous person. So, I mean, you could just be guessing. I can help you if you
Well,
want to try and guess.
that might have been the probably just before the Baratier. I only said that as it was caution
I mean,
again.
sort of. It is before the Bratier. I'll give you a hint. It involves a guy with green hair.
So it's when they first meet up with Zoro.
Nope. They first
Guy
meet
with
up in
green hair.
Zoro in like the first episode.
Okay, but he does have green hair. Who else has green hair?
His name starts with a G.
Gin. This is not Gin.
Gin does not have green hair.
No, he has. I think he has black hair.
And we've already established this happens before the Bratier.
Right. That's why that confused me. That his name begins with G. It's not the trunk. The guy in the treasure chest, is it?
There you go. Nailed it in three. Three guesses in. So what happened to that episode?
Well, the party had come upon an island that was said to be haunted, I believe. And when they got there, there was a whole bunch of weird animals that were like mixes of different animals held together. And there was a voice warning them that the gods of the island would be angry if they didn't leave. And the party ended up outsmarting the voice, who revealed itself to be a body scrunched up in a treasure chest. And eventually, they found out he wanted to stay there for a treasure that was on top of a mesa on the island, which Luffy just jumped up there and when he went and opened the boxes, he refused to throw any of them down because they're empty. And the man then decided he was going to stay anyway, just so he could take care of his friends, the animals.
See, and you say you have a bad memory. I was specifically looking at your eyes to make sure they weren't reading something.
That's why I was looking straight ahead.
Yeah, that's it. That's
If I was reading something, I'd be looking this way.
and that was right after we defeated Kuro um with Usopp's story. So
Yes.
so no should be no Sanji in this movie. Should also say that I have never seen any of these movies before. I've only ever watched the show. I've never interested me to go out of my way to watch any of the One Piece movies before. So this will be the first time I've ever seen this movie. I have no idea what it's about. So I'm going as blind as you are going into this one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, I'll be the same way for all the movies. Like I said, even the further out ones, I never saw any of them. And I think after this one, the next one we watch is after episode 55. So, some 20 something episodes after where we're already at.
And that's a bit in the future.
So, yeah, just forget everything that happens at the Baratier. This happens before any of that.
Okay.
Otherwise, anything you want to say before we get in?
I think I surprised myself with what I remembered of that episode, but I think writing it down in the first place after it happened really did help me retain it. So that's a tip for all you people with bad memory. Write shit down and you might actually remember it.
My tip for people with bad memory is continually poke your friends about what they should and shouldn't remember. So that way, even if they don't remember the original thing, they're going to remember that horrible experience they had where you kept poking them about it and what they said then.
Well, what I might say to that might be unfit for broadcasts.
Anyway, let's go ahead and get on into it.
But before we get started,
Make sure that you hit the like button.
Hit that subscribe button.
Comment down below to feed that algorithm.
on top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
Unfiltered.
Uncensored.
And uncut.
as well as some early access stuff,
You can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
For sure that meant man.
a man named Woonan, which I might accidentally pronounce as woman at some point during this.
Subtitles are failing.
Yeah,
That does look like the island, though, from the...
these subtitles leave a lot to be desired, but at least they're there.
ghost ship.
There's one guy standing. A bunch of guys. How did he get in this ship from that
It's
little
A from his
box?
box, yeah.
That guy's got some orc teeth on him.
Okay, even the movie has this.
富、名声、力。かつてこの世
What
の
the
全てを
fuck
手
is
に入れ
going
た海
on
賊王ゴールド・
with
ロジ
the
ャー。
subtitles?
彼の残した一つなぎの大秘宝、ワンピースを探しに、
Trilute
男たち
Arab.
はグランドラインを目指した。世はまさに大海賊時代。大海賊シャンクスとの誓いの麦わら帽子をかぶり、モンキー・ディ・ルフィも大海原へと旅立った。海賊王への道を目
I
指
can't wait
して。
to see how they translate the song lyrics. Those are notoriously hard to translate.
I'll be honest, I am half tempted to stop and see if I can find a different source, but I don't want to go through the process of you having to get it again.
Oh, I won't have to download Mega again.
Because
I've
these
already
are some
gotten-
bad translations and a bunch of typos. I feel like I'm be interpreting a bunch of what's meant to be said. It's weird that Sanji's in the opening, but I guess they're reusing the opening.
Did you expect them to animate a whole new opening just for a big production movie?
And Don Krieg is in the opening, and other people who we haven't met yet.
Sharp Noseman. It actually animated the birds.
I mean, that would indicate you're dehydrated, not that you're hungry.
ウーナンが宝を埋めたという黄金の島。私の集めた情報が正しければ、この辺りのはず。あとは宝の地図さえ見つければ。なんか見つかったか、食いもん。脅かさないで
That is true. You can't break Luffy's neck by shaking him. He's no baby.
この引きはやめがたんきゅ間違いなく世界一のエレファントモンマグロ期待しろ腹がはち切れるほど食えるぞなんてねそのギャグ何度やってもウケないんだけど
But they are a whole big boat. They could, all of them handle one net and get all the fish instead of one at a time.
I mean, I thought this boat had a grove on it or something, didn't it?
Had a what on it?
A grove.
Grove? Oh shit. He does have a point.
I mean, it's basically you paid for food.
They paid a lot for food. They must have gone to Burger King.
They tied him.
I was really surprised. Proper period handguns. Well, then again, the guy's dressed like Elvis. He's gonna smash him with the mace. Yep.
Well, he didn't smash him with it. He broke through it. It fell on them.
Indirectly.
I mean, I guess up till now we've only seen 2 people with devil fruit powers.
Devil fruit user. Oh shit. There's an innocent.
What's that? We saw him inside. He was tied to the room.
They just went swimming with those gigantic bags of metal rather than face whatever this is. Well, at least Luffy wasn't on that ship.
So he can scream energy blasts.
Oh, Zoro had him. Okay.
Oh, very, you climbed on his ship. Saw that in the opening.
Yeah, they didn't put him on there out of the kindness of the heart. Maybe they mean udon, like noodles.
Yeah. I mean, most assuredly, these look like people who would have no money, so they sailed up to you on shipwreck.
Using form a ship's prow as a boat. Yeah. Luffy's gonna bankrupt this man.
I mean, that seems unlikely.
Well, considering how big the One Piece is supposed to be.
No, I mean because he's known as an East Blue pirate, which is only one
Quarter of the world, yeah.
bit. No, I mean it's not even that. I don't know. I'm not doing the math right now. Plus, they haven't really gone over the size of the world yet or anything like that, so I don't want to like ruin that for the show.
I was just assuming equal quadrants.
I mean, sort of, but not really. Again, I'll let the show explain that, which whenever that happens.
Well, if I'm not here to learn, what am I here for?
I don't know. Eat food and shit.
I've already done half of that. And I guess I put enough sugar in my sweet tea to call it food.
I just said they obviously don't look like the people who be carrying money beyond whatever Zoro's earrings are made out of.
Only 11 berries.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I was
I,
just thinking. I mean, at least Zoro pointed out how cheap it is.
uh, that's all he had to make an IOU on.
コツさん、気持ちだ。取っとけ。うまかったぞ、おっさん。あったかな。へえ。おい、ゾロ、どうしたそういうのを君がって言うんだ。なんだとお前ら。わしのいつものボイストレーニングにケチつけおってる。いえ、そんなエルドラゴ様。でも、もうちょっとで当たるとこだったっすから。そんなとこにいるお前らが悪い。
Okay.
そうです。
Didn't even question what happened to Nami.
結構いいお宝が手に入ったんですよ。金か。金以外は捨てちまえ。
Nami went where the treasure was, of course.
おい、まだ見えねえのか。この辺りだろうが。
That's an even taller plateau than the island.
Well, there was also a village on the island. It's on the tops of buildings.
There's a path there.
It's hard to hide things on a place that people live in. Again, I also forgot to think about what happened to Usopp. That's your fault. He's your character.
He just busted through a barrel. Head first into a crotch with that nose.
めなウソップ大船長を知らないとは、お前も大したことはないな。
我々同様、この島に宝探しに来たチンピラかもしれません。
宝探し？何のことだ？こいつら一体。
おろし
He has to be paid to kill.
Mercenary, I guess.
やめたんだ、そんな簡単に。いややめろ。俺を殺したら宝の場所わかんなくなるぞ、永遠に。
何
お前知ってるのか？宝がどこにあるのか。
ああ、知ってるどころじゃない。お宝ハンターで名高いこのウソップ様、秘密の場所を掘りゃダイヤモンドにルビーに。
Yeah,
He's
'cause of course the
unintelligible.
gold pirate. No, the gold pirate wouldn't be having diamonds and rubies. The gold pirate would have gold. Oh, and the bottom of the map burnt.
My thoughts exactly.
So the first One Piece movie is like the Goonies for pirates. Well, it's ironic considering that the One-Eyed Willie is a pirate.
I'm more liking this to Yellowbeard.
So we go from this movie to the Baratier, where he pulls the same shit.
Oh no. But yeah, it seems to be a running theme with these guys.
It's weird to call a kid a midget.
Ooh. Casually has an anchor tied to him.
Not casually, the old guy did it to him. We're
I
trying to
know, but I'm
eat
just
and
saying
run.
he's running with it like it's nothing.
Oh, there's nothing. You remember Zoro, all the training we see Zoro do with weights?
True.
Zoro could lift the anchor with his mouth. Oh, that's the top of the building. I thought it was a village.
About to ask what they were tied to. That looks like Zoro's swords.
It is. They're tied together.
Yes, he still has all of them in this.
He hasn't lost any of his swords. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, are we talking about what happens later than this?
I mean, we know. We said at the beginning that we've sudden past that. He didn't lose any of his swords in
Not
up
yet,
to
but
30.
they broke. Mihawk broke them. We broke at least 2 of them.
I don't remember Mihawk breaking any of them.
Pretty sure they shattered.
I don't remember that.
Those are some big guys.
So they're saying the ship from the very beginning with all the dead people on it was they killed Woonen's crew. Confused about the jacket. This is Kyoto, since Kyoto wouldn't exist in this world.
Well, neither would Elvis, but look at that guy in the middle.
Well, looking like a guy isn't the same as having a jacket with the name of a real place on it. It'd be different if that guy looked like Elvis and had Elvis written on the back of his jacket.
This costs 4 coins.
I mean, at the very least, the first movie is literally mostly about Usopp, your guy, so... But look at that, we got one guy with a devil fruit power, and another guy who seems to be an expert swordsman. What an original crew these people have.
It seems that Luffy fights with his brains while Woonen there, not Woonen, and what's the other guy's name? It begins with a B. The big guy with the
Actually, it starts
teeth.
with an E.
An E?
So it's an E and it's 2 words.
Damn.
They're slightly oddly drawn, too, the characters. But I really don't feel like he has this appearance in the show.
You mean Usopp?
Yeah.
そうかこの門の下か
おいともかく3日あれば黄金を見つけて逃げるには十分ね。
エルドラゴ様、早速掘り
They're
ましょう。
gonna use the sword, or he's gonna use his devil fruit power
は
to blow a hole in the
10
ground.
秒で終わる
出る悪魔の技が
やばいダメ逃げろ
You'd figure Luffy would just get skinnier and slip out of the anchor thing.
I'd say he still has bones, but
You've
look
argued
at our
before.
bones when he
You've argued
stretch.
before that he doesn't. You
It
have
seems like he
argued that.
doesn't.
I'm just saying he can stretch, and stretching makes him skinnier, so he can just get out of there. I'm guessing Zoro's gonna get punched in the head.
なんだってめえは
Zoro seems to be stuck in a comedic position here.
何言ってやる。やつはとっくの昔にくたばってる。
Just because you think somebody's alive. Okay, I'm gonna think about Isaac Newton being alive. So that means he might be alive.
Well, he doesn't exist in this world.
何わけわかんねえこと言ってんだ。
おい、あいつらなんであんなことになってんだ？
ウーナの黄金は俺が守る。
おいおい。
この島にあるのはウーナが命をかけて集めた大切な黄金なんだ。お前みたいな悪党に好きにされてたまるか。この島から出ていけ。
そんなに死にたいか。
But my question is, how did he draw the sword?
Exactly. I mean, the other two on his back. How did he get that?
I feel like El Drago here is gonna be beaten by somebody throwing something into his mouth.
That's hilarious.
Why did that
People
kid get
bounce.
involved with him?
That went pretty far.
But yeah, I mean, his power is to open his mouth real wide and scream out a thing. It
Yeah, so
seems to me like somebody's gonna throw a rock into his mouth or something and he's gonna choke. That's gonna be it.
he does have a big mouth. Then again, everybody in this show has a big mouth. You've seen Luffy and Zoro eat. That looks more like a shrine than the castle. Some kind of invisible like lemon juice ink or something. Dummy.
Uh, it'd be great if the ending songs just started playing. Alright, time to come to the Grand Line.
Hey guys, let's go back to the business as usual. He's up there.
It would be funny if this turns out it is actually Gaiman's Island, and that is where all the empty chests are.
Why they put the little one in the lead? They should just like turn him into a backpack for Zoro, and
No, because
Zoro
he
can
wants
just
to
Kratos
go.
his way up.
Because he wants to go. He probably jumped in the lead himself. Is Gramps here going to be actually a descendant of Unin?
or like brothers. He's alive.
Fair, it's gold nugget. It's not like it's not worth anything.
And that would be maybe $500 if it's pure.
Because if you use it right.
That is funny and wrong on quite a few different levels. So according to you, I've never used my money right.
No, according to you, you've never used your money right.
He's
Then
gonna have
use
to
your
sacrifice.
pirate flag to parachute down.
I thought he was gonna have to let go of the flag so he could save them both.
Well, no, but let's go to the flag now. They'll fall.
大丈夫かうわあ
It is torn. What are you talking about?
このままじゃお前の海賊機ダメになっちまうな何言ってやがるそもそもてめえがごちゃごちゃ言うからこんなことによなんだよてめえの野望大切にしやがれ
Well, shit.
I mean, I don't know how that saves Boonin, other than the fact we know he survived past that. He's still hanging halfway down a griff place.
それで死んだのか
生きてるだろアホたまたま近くを通りかかった船がいたそうだ村始まっ
No, I didn't die.
And so I was about to say there's usually like a bunch of rocks and stuff down at the bottom of those kinds of cliffs. Oh, he's still been cooking in the same pot, just throwing new stuff in.
Well, look common to me.
Yeah, it looks engraved and big.
Oi, mira, ここから下行けそうだ。
地下室だわ。 この下にウ
It's
ーナ
our
がいるんだ。
mercenary guy.
黄金の
Yeah,
山と一緒にな。
has to be. Yep. I just expect we're gonna find One-Eye Willie wherever the hell we go, you know? It's gonna be a dead pirate corpse.
クジラが西向きゃは東。
Shit.
One, it's just food, you can make more. Two, I'm just thinking of that Office episode where he makes the chili, he's so proud of the chili, that spills it all over the floor.
I've seen memes of that. As if it's just further sacrilege, even though it's already garbage by the time it's on the ground.
I mean, I get it, you're saying, like, this is the Odin I've just poured my life into. But honestly, it's food. You had to have made it this morning. Because otherwise, the idea is you've been making this one pot of Odin your entire life, in which case, the first person to eat it would die. It would be so rotten and rancid.
Well, there are such things as, like, stock pots where you just continually add new stuff to it as it's cooking. And if you keep
Also,
it
this
at the
is
same
literally what
temperature.
Zoro did with that little girl's food, so having Luffy do it doesn't really mean anything.
I can't really blame Luffy. He's always hungry.
Yeah, technically in this scenario, he didn't do anything because you ate the food, so it didn't even go to waste.
Yeah, there is. There's Mihawk.
Considering everything he's done so far has been for 3 to 4 gold pieces. For what?
Zoro, tougher than rocks.
Well, we know that.
The pride of the swordsman. There you go, saying the same word.
Well, that doesn't even make any sense. I mean, literally, because we've seen his only motivation so far has been gold. However, I doubt we'll see you again, considering I don't think movie characters are considered canon.
Yeah, there are more people than artillery.
I guess you could use it to forcibly stretch it. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, he ate the fruit. He didn't just use it.
Hey, I guess something anybody could have done to Luffy so far.
Yeah, gold does make a bad cutting weapon.
Well, to be fair, I don't think this has anything to do with his devil fruit. This is just a guy with sharp nails, which anybody could have. Oh, hey.
He did it again. Well, for the first time.
Yeah, I was saying, a move we'll see later. Like, 16 episodes from now? Something like that? Or 6 episodes from now.
Headbutt. Good name for that one.
Well, it's Gum Gum Bell, not Gum Gum Headbutt. I guess,
Oh,
because he's
he rung his
ringing his
bell.
bell. Yeah, he's pulling a Don Krieg on this guy who's also wearing goldish armor. And all he's done is hit him in the armor.
Most of the armor. He still got that stuff on his ankles. Luffy's just going to absorb the blow again by breathing it in. Or doing that. Pressing it back. That's sort of like a Dragon Ball Z beam war.
I mean, not
Except,
really. Because
well, it
Luffy
was
doesn't
one man
have a
doing
beam.
it. He
Yeah.
returned the power back to him.
So, why isn't Luffy's shirt destroyed? I don't even know how Luffy withstood the blast without getting burnt or anything. But his clothes certainly should have been destroyed.
Gomu no asbestos.
エルトラコ様が負けた。
あ
逃げさせて。
At least he tried to warn them.
I mean, Woden's probably dead. Let him be here to eat the Odin.
Although there is still some time left in the movie, he might show up. Like as a corpse, like One-Eyed Willie. My man knew how to build iron rails. Woman's a genius. I think you called it.
I mean, it's a bit creepier. He's just fucking sitting in a room by himself.
嘘だこれはウーランなんかじゃない偽物だウーラン
He knows his friend's corpse. He actually sees his treasure.
Why? You didn't use it right. Oh, sorry. Anybody who knows One Piece knows.
His flag. I would have done a much better job of sewing that. You wouldn't have been able to see the stitches. The one's sitting on the stool and the other one's wearing one.
Well, thankfully, Luffy ate your Uden, because otherwise, I don't think this guy was going to be able to.
Might have put some meat in them bones. Sorry, I had to say it. And I guess we don't get Nami's treasure back. Then again, the guys at the Baratie stole it again. Oh, Nami has even more treasure.
I mean, she beat those other guys, remember? So, yeah. Not she. They beat those other guys.
It is nice, but like you said, we may never see them again.
Well, like I said, I'd never seen any of the movies before. So the random characters that we meet along the way turn out to be people that were actually from the movie. Then this will just be all news to me.
And the ship disappears over the water mountains.
Like, based on our very limited understanding of the world. Hey, it is the ending song.
With a new outro.
With things that haven't happened yet.
I didn't know there were penguin people.
Or even
Or
happened
panda
in the
people.
movie.
chicken marine.
That didn't even make sense. The birds
Next, we're
that
gonna see a
deliver the
pig
mail
cop.
aren't part of the Marines.
Luffy snowboards.
And at no point during this movie did they visit a snow island. Well, what the hell?
Chinese polearms.
Look,
I think they're like spoofing different. Look at Usopp with his two guns and his rose in his mouth.
they're spoofing what?
Different genres of things.
I mean, Sanji. Panda Man in the background.
Usopp the gangster.
That was a dead guy. He has a spirit tail coming off the back of him. Look, I don't know what this credit sequence is up to. I have a couple of guesses considering what I know, like the story arcs that are coming up. But one of those was fucking insane. If
It
it's
was a surreal experience, to be sure.
the year 2000. Yeah, I think this came out late 90s, the movie. I guess that's that.
That was pretty entertaining.
I mean, it was one self-contained story that's a little over one episode in length. I mean, what's your wrap-up thoughts on this?
Well, I was about to say you'd figure the whole notion of people's treasures being things to be protected and like appreciated above all was not really a theme of this, but then again, the everlasting pot of udon sort of was Graham's treasure, and Luffy did show his respect for people's treasures by eating it off the ground like he did. So, I mean, all in all, the movie showed the characters being themselves and being at their best. You know, like Zoro managing a good sword fight even though he was bound to another body. You know, stuff like that. That shows how good of a swordsman he is. And Luffy showed what kind of a honorable person he was by well, pretty much just being himself and taking it upon himself to teach a bully some respect.
Well, like I said, the whole eating the food off the ground bit was something we already saw Zoro do in like the first couple of episodes. And as we said, this came out, or rather, this was meant to be seen, I guess, um, right after episode 18. So
Right.
like only like 16 episodes after Zoro ate crap off the ground. But yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
it's
but he did
One
that in the
Piece's
flashback,
The
right?
Goonies.
It's pretty much. That didn't mean it wasn't enjoyable. I had fun,
Well, I mean that's the point of it, though, right? It's to have fun.
indubitably.
But yeah, no, I guess technically that makes El Drago our third Devil Fruit user.
El Drago is pretty impressive. He had that ranged attack that it wasn't like a gun or anything, it was just pure force. But because of that, Luffy was able to redirect it. Although I do agree with you, it should have fucked him up a little more than just not even messing up his clothes.
Well, you have anything else to say? 'Cause I don't think I have a lot other than what we said during the episode.
Well, it was funny seeing Usopp doing something that he would do very well, which was distract a bunch of assholes from being too effective in what they were trying to do. Although when push came to shove, he was very lucky that Nami was there to save his butt.
Yeah, I'll say I think probably my favorite part of the episode was Usopp's trying to trick people into making them think that he knew where the treasure was, because it was just,
Exactly.
it was a Goonies thing. It was literally just, Chunk trying to trick the Fratellis with the Goonies.
I
Well,
think we got this. It was a redeeming video for Usopp. I think he had just been a liar and not really too heroic until now.
yeah, where he was a liar and
But well,
not too heroic, actually.
he was still pretty brave by hanging out with people that could kill him,
He's
and
not hanging out. He literally was going to get killed and had to lie, otherwise they would kill him. So,
right, and he managed to stay alive. I think that's pretty quick-witted of him.
well, you said heroic, and that's not heroic, lying to stay alive. That's just survival.
Oh, so it's not heroic to tell the people who are hiding a contraband person that is innocent that there's nobody in your house?
That has nothing to do with this.
Well, that's lying to save a life.
No, I said
Now, the life he might
survival.
have been
I
saving was
literally
his
said
own.
survival. Usopp's lying was only to save his own life, not anybody else's.
It's still lying to save a life,
No,
and that's noble.
I said survival. You've created a whole brand new scenario. I'm not talking about the Diary of Anne Frank. I'm talking about Usopp lying to save himself.
Yes, but he still lied to save a life, and like I said, that's a very noble
I
thing
didn't
to
say
do.
anything about saving a life. I said saving himself.
He's still a live, living person,
What
is he not?
life does Usopp have? He's given up all of his friends already. He's he's lying when he's on the ship with those people.
He sticks to his principles,
What
and I can
principles?
appreciate that.
Well, I'm not gonna get into another 20-minute argument about what crap Usopp is. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap us up here. So, join us again next time with, I guess, episode 31 of a new arc, or come back if you're only with us for the movies after episode 53 for One Piece Clockwork Island Adventure. Apparently, it's another hour-long movie. So,
I look forward to it.
I have been Theta. This has been Arcloid. We've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?